Good morning. Good morning. I was reading Luke 5 this morning, and there was a verse that seemed to be just stuck in there. Um, I didn't quite get the flow. It was Luke 5, verse 16. But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. I thought about that. Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Jesus often went away by himself to pray. Matthew 14:23 tells the story of Jesus teaching the multitudes. But then in verse 23 it says, "And when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray." When evening came, he was still there. He went to the mountainside, up the mountain, to pray, to be alone with God. How much time are we spending with God in prayer, alone, in solitude? How much time are we giving to the Master? Mark 1:35 says, "Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed." Very early in the morning, while it was still dark. And that made me think of Psalm 5:3. David says, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my request before you and wait expectantly." Jesus made it a practice to pray, to spend time with the Lord in solitude, to spend time with the Lord alone. How are we doing with that? Are we spending time with our Father? Are we spending time in prayer? Are we spending time alone? Are we separating ourselves, going off into our spot alone? Do you have a prayer closet? Do you have a place you can go and be with the Lord? Sometimes when my children were young, it would get so loud and busy in the house, I would go just sit in my car just to have a moment of solitude. See, the where you go to pray is really not that important. What is important is that you pray. What it is important is that you spend time with the Father. And we don't want to be like the Pharisees. Let me read Matthew 6:5-6 to you. "And when you pray, do not be like hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." So we shouldn't be praying to be seen by others, but praying to have that personal connection, that personal relationship with God. Today, take time to go off alone, to go away in solitude and pray to the Father. Have a blessed, blessed day.